This broadcast was brought to you by Digicel, Better Together, KFC, It's Finger Licking Good, True Shake, Shake and Go with True Shake, Water, Land of Good and Water, and Connex.
Connex Services Limited has been providing optimum support in the telecommunication and networking industry since its inception in 2003. At Connex, we have a staff complement of over 300 employees, providing employment opportunities in 5 different Caribbean countries. We provide 24 hours technical support in solar engineering, network engineering, and equipment rental. Our team of highly trained engineers are focused on building the future for you and your family.
We need to save.
No matter how, feel happy to save at KFC with a chicken box combo, a piece of delicious chicken, fries, biscuit, and Pepsi for just $615. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Watch me and them. Big man, the gasket now.
Bossy man, I don't know man, and sick man. Touch you my boss.
30 boxes and the distributor, listen.
6 box of Black Stallion, the boss.
How we plan to carry so much Black Stallion?
Black Stallion, the bedroom tonic. Visit our newest store at Catherine Hall Plaza, Montego Bay.
What does freedom look like? It's being on the open road, exploring alone or with each other. Go anywhere and everywhere. Discover new paths or rediscover old ones. Why wait? Hit the road. Be free-spirited again. Book with Island Car Rentals. Enjoy the thrill that freedom brings.
Jamaica, our land of good and water. How far we've come. What a mighty little island we are. We begin everything we do. Music, culture, sports, food. And just like the sun and everything that shines beneath it, our future looking bright. The youths have big shoes to fill, and water with every sip will contribute to education. After all, it takes a village to raise a child. And together, we are what make Jamaica the land of good and water.
Connex Services Limited has been providing optimum support in the telecommunication and networking industry since its inception in 2003. At Connex, we have a staff complement of over 300 employees, providing employment opportunities in 5 different Caribbean countries. We provide 24 hours technical support in solar engineering, network engineering, and equipment rental. Our team of highly trained engineers are focused on building the future for you and your family.
Digicel Prime Broadband bundles give you more data, share memories, and it's the season of giving. Enjoy enough pickings this Christmas with a chance to pick and win your share of over 16 million in cash and prizes. Plus, get 25% off a 7 or 28-day Prime Broadband bundle in the My Digicel app today. Enter to pick and win with Digicel this Christmas.
This broadcast is brought to you by Digicel, Better Together, KFC, It's Finger Licking Good, True Shake, Shake and Go with True Shake, Water, Land of Good and Water, and Connex.
What a performance in extra time! That is
of the ISSA Champions Cup semi-final is done and dusted. Jamaica College emerges from the dust, but awaits them either Clarendon College or Kingston College, and it takes place here. We're still at the National Stadium in St. Andrew. Hello and welcome. Thank you for staying with us here on your home of champions. My name is Kimani O'Sullivan. On my right, the lovely Janae Robinson. Janae, more football coming our way.
It's showtime. We had part one of exciting action, and now it's part two. The men who had the title last year, Clarendon College, will be taking on Kingston College, which would be hoping to make at least the Champions Cup final due to the fact that they were knocked out on Tuesday. So it's an exciting matchup, Kimani.
Yeah, and they definitely want to secure some sort of silverware from a Kingston College perspective. But Clarendon College has a chance to retain that title. So we're going to send you to commentary, and Donald Oliver and Ricardo Chambers are waiting on you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Kimani, as we have a look. Jamaica College already into the final of the Champions Cup, defeating St. Andrew Technical in the first semi-final. Clarendon College versus Kingston College coming up in semi-final 2. Kingston College on the left, Clarendon College, the defending champions, on the right. Clarendon College through to the Da Costa Cup final earlier this week as they hunt their 10th title. Kingston College knocked out of the Manning Cup, losing 3-2 to St. Andrew Technical in their semi-final. That was on Tuesday. So a lot to play for the Purples. This their only remaining opportunity at silverware, and the coach Raymond Watson pointed that out after his defeat to St. Andrew Technical. Everyone is ready. Schoolboy football has become like a never-ending gift. These smashing matchups keep coming at the back end of a wonderful season. Kingston College versus Clarendon College, always a mouth-watering prospect. As it is again today, a semi-final with exquisite flair, an intense rivalry that brings with it more than a touch of class. And with class, there must be a teacher, and learning must take place. We have 90 minutes, but there will be penalties if required. The officials make their way out. Members of the Intersecondary School Sports Association, ISSA, representatives from the various sponsors. And they meet the teams. Blaine Pine, the Kingston College captain, sporting the number 4 jersey. A lot of the captains have been wearing number 4 this season. Keith Wellington, the ISSA president. Andre Roper representing KFC.
Wellington, president of the Intersecondary School Sports Association. Ladies and gentlemen, may I ask you all to stand for the play.
And now, the national anthem of Jamaica. to the battle that will decide the second finalist, the team that will join Jamaica College in this season's Champions Cup final. The All-Ireland High School Knockout, the Champions League of High School Football in the land of wood and water. And two highly successful teams getting ready to try and secure their place. There are the officials that will be guiding this encounter. Daniel Parchment will be the referee in the middle. Nicholas Anderson, first assistant. Jessed Carl Wilson, second assistant. And Ed Hamilton will be the fourth official for this one. Well, let's have a closer look at the teams, starting with the Clarendon College team. Romeo Daniels will be in goal. A back four, Devontae Hodges and Adrian McNeil at centre back. Akima Jones at right back. Atiba Green at left back. Malachi Douglas, Tian Cupie and Christoph Graham in the middle. And the front three, Kaheem Dixon, Carlos Cooper and Marcus Reed. Cooper gets into the starting lineup. 2 goals to his credit this season in place of Christopher Hall, a man who has scored 10 goals and assisted on 10 occasions this campaign.
Yeah, Clarendon College will be playing with a 4-3-3 formation. Look out for Kaheem Dixon, who would have scored in the Costa Cup semi-final just a couple of days ago. 14 goals on the season and 6 assists. And Marcus Reed, who in the wide area there, number 59 goals, 10 assists. Dangerous players to go with the captain, Malachi Douglas, who has 10 goals and 7 assists. Clarendon College, very good attacking team.
Captains Malachi Douglas, Clarendon College, playing by Kingston College.
As you are. Perfect. Okay. Gentlemen, all the best and enjoy the game, alright?
Daniel Parchment reading them the final rights ahead of the start of the contest. And a lovely picture to close it off. The Kingston College lineup. Malik Williams in at the goalkeeping position for Tajari Lee tonight. A back three playing by Robert Sow and Lennox Barrett. Donald Edwards, Samuel Shakes, Tayshawn Mattis and Kimani Reese in the middle. And a front three led by Dejon Richards and including Ashani Kennedy and Jaheim Johnson. Nashada Gibbs, a 14-goal man who scored in the Manning Cup semi against St Andrew Technical, is on the bench. They're coached by Raymond Watson.
We are thinking they'll be playing with a 3-4-3 formation. Kingston College, 3 at the back, and as I said, Dejon Richards, 25 goals, 16 assists. Obviously their main impact player, Kingston College.
We get the second semi-final underway. These two teams not unfamiliar to each other in recent seasons. Did meet in the Champions Cup semi-final last season. Clarendon College came out on top there. They also met in the Olivia Shield a few seasons ago and the Champions Cup final that year as well, 2018-2019. So let's see what will happen here tonight. Clarendon College in possession. Douglas picks out Marquise Reed. Their super talented number 15, and quickly floats that one inside the box.
He'll be looking for a better performance this evening. Ricardo struggled in the Costa Cup semi-final, Marquise Reed, and was substituted eventually. Very unusual for him to have such an off performance, but I guess you're allowed that. So he'll be looking to make a big impact early today.
Yeah, and of course his team was able to pull through
via the penalty shootout as well. It was 1-1 after 90 minutes, just like we saw a few moments ago. stubborn Manning's team they came up against.
Devontae Hodges. Douglas for Reed. Reese getting in the way. There is Malachi Douglas, the 18-year-old, second season, 16 appearances, 10 goals.
And 7 assists.
Douglas. Reese was trying to stay with him. The teacher, Lenworth Hyde, exactly 1 week after celebrating his birthday, was a fine gift as they took care of Mona in the quarter-final round a week ago.
Done it all, player, coach, technical director. Won their first title at Clarendon College, which came in 1977 at the Costa Cup level. Lenworth Hyde.
Oh, what a turn from Jones. Picks out Marquise Reed. Reed sends the ball further forward. Douglas. Graham slips it out wide. The attempted cross from Kaheem Dixon is blocked. And a corner kick coming up for Clarendon College.
Okima Jones was the best outfield player for them in that semi-final. Loves to get down the right-hand side and puts really good deliveries into the area. And let me tell you, Okima Jones, he will be a player that they will have to manage Kingston College. This is a man who has 2 goals and 10 assists.
The decibels will be high tonight. 2 very well supported Schoolboy football teams.
You hear their Zubazellas already deafening.
We're still within the first 5 minutes. There's the Kingston College player to watch, Deshaun Whisper Richards. 25 goals in 16 appearances, over 40 goal contributions, direct contributions. And Raymond Watson, the Kingston College head coach.
Leading goal scorer in schoolboy football right across the island, Richards. 25 goals, 18 assists to go with them. So yeah, as you said, over 40 direct contributions, 43 to be exact. And when he gets on the ball, it's anything but a whisper.
Atibo Green in possession for Clarendon College. Cuts it inside for Marquise Reed. Spreads it over to Okima Jones. They are a delight to watch, Clarendon College, but Kingston College can be dangerous on the counter. Johnson trying to get across in. That's well blocked. Jaheim Johnson gets a start tonight in place of Nasharda Gibbs, who has scored 14 goals. Johnson has netted 4th this campaign. Came on as a substitute in the Manning Cup semi-final.
Yeah, both teams have rested one of their main players. Christopher Hull also given a rest. He is a very talented player for Clarendon College, so, and Gibbs for KC. So I'm sure at some point we'll see both. But yeah, Johnson hasn't come on this season like we would have expected in Jaheim, that is.
Atiba Green spreads it right side for Cooper. The Clarendon College number 9 getting a start in place of Hull.
Cooper actually came on as a substitute in the Costa Cup semi-final, but couldn't add to his goal tally of 2. But did add a little bit of pace and so on in that attack.
This Clarendon College team possess the football. Always willing to be patient. Hodges sends it long. Asking Cooper to chase. Oh, Cooper does well to win it from Barrett. Clarendon College on the front foot. Possession lost. Reed. QP all the way back to McNeil. Hodges. T on QP. Marquis Reed. Clarendon College looking for the opening. They have to build all the way from the back again. Malachi Douglas. Hodges gets involved once more. Cooper. QP loses out. And now Kingston College trying to go forward. But Ashani Kennedy is stopped in his tracks. Now Clarendon College with room to maneuver over on the left. Marquis Reed. Oh, slips a delightful ball inside the box. What a ball from Marquis Reed. And Kingston College fortunate not to be behind.
Patient build-up by Clarendon College, which is what they're used to doing. Through the legs of the goalkeeper. And here, Blaine Byam, the captain, was back there defending like a stallion for KC.
Flipped it inside the box. Barrett clears.
And that would be a foul.
First 10 minutes of the semi-final. Resends it long. Headed on. Was looking for Malachi Douglas, couldn't find him. Richards for Kingston College. Kennedy lays it forward. Now with Atiba Green. Signs to go back to McNeil. Green. Reed. Oh, that's well done by Marquis Reed, you know. No. Unable to keep it in play. Kimani Reese with a throw for Kingston College. So, this is the captain, Blaine Byam. Getting much love over on that left-hand side. Comes to Reed for Clarendon College. Reese does well to win it for the Purples. Kingston College heading forward, looking to slip it into the path of Richards. Unsuccessfully so that time around. There's a strike from distance from Ashani Kennedy on target. But not much of a bother for Romeo Daniels in the Clarendon College goal. Of the contest, still no goals. I remember, Chris, the Manning Cup quarter-final between Kingston College and Mona. Raymond Watson said that they went into that match figuring that Mona would have most of the possession and they were willing to soak up the pressure and catch them on the counter. They were able to win that match by 4-2, and I get the impression that the plan is a similar one tonight against Clarendon College.
Although Mona had numerous opportunities in that match to change that scoreline, hit the crossbar on about 4 occasions.
Graham lays it forward, too much weight onto it. Goal kick coming up for Kingston College.
Not sure that Casey would play it very well if they just sit back, because their defence has shown frailties over the season and at times make silly mistakes. So I think Casey's best mode of play is to be positive and look to go forward and utilize their main strengths, which is Richards and company up front.
Here he is, Richards. Oh, that's brilliantly done. Deshaun Richards still going! That's the goal of the season from the player of the season! And Kingston College have the lead against Clarendon College. Listen to them. For him. Because of him. It doesn't get better than this. Anywhere, anytime, any moment. But especially this moment. What a goal.
That's what they're best at, KC. Going forward, attacking, and Deshaun Richards and company, as we said, well, he left the company behind. It was just him. And 26 goals on the season. This is when KC are at their best. Not sitting back and soaking up pressure, but pressing the pedal and being on the front foot, attacking their opponents. And there's none better at it in schoolboy football than Deshaun Richards.
His 26th goal of the season. And I dare say his best. Kingston College in front. Work for Clarendon College to do now. Well, we've seen some goals inside the stadium in the last week. That tops them all for me.
And it wasn't only about the strike, it was the wonder run by Richards as well. Most times when a player runs that length of the pitch or run so far, they're tired by the time it comes to the strike. So they tend to pull it, drag it wide or very much off target. But he got so much pace and precision from that strike.
The ball slipped through, looking for Graham. Well, the region will be talking about that goal for a few weeks to come. And why not?
Do remember, Kingston College is the only team in this competition to have multiple titles.
Gets a yellow card, Richards. Has been the difference maker in these big matches for Kingston College. Marcus Reed gets taken down. The free kick taken quickly. Comes over to Atiwa Green. Back to Reed. The attempted cross blocked. Graham. Devontae Hodges trying to open the Kingston College College defense. No luck on that occasion.
Lenny Hyde up off his bench now.
They didn't do much wrong, Clarendon College.
He just did so much good. Richards.
QP. Douglas.
One thing is for sure, in this contest, Clarendon College will get their chances. They're too good an attacking unit to be denied chances. It's just whether or not they're going to take them. And we have seen over the season where this KC defence does have lapses at times.
Jones. One thing they are is patient.
Clarendon College have scored in every game they have played this season. They haven't been denied.
Hodges. Malachi Douglas with Lennox Barrett for company. Might have gotten a knock. Barrett, he's holding on to his face.
There's a rebound from the ball. Seems like he'll be okay though.
Yeah, the 19-year-old Kingston College centre back. Don't know. You can have all the team tactics in the world, but sometimes you just can't account for the individual brilliance. And that's what Dejon Richards has come up with in this contest.
Yeah, it was nothing but brilliant. This is the start of the play. In his own half, Dejon Richards. Just that change of pace there, acceleration, quick feet. Everybody knew he was going on to his left, but they just couldn't stop him. And then that's the purest of strikes. Daniels was nothing but a spectator. Look at him here, to go back across his body. That takes a lot of strength as well. Going in the opposite direction. And to swing that left foot like that with that pace and that accuracy. That was wow.
The left knee still heavily strapped. Remember, for a moment towards the end of the first half in the Manning Cup semi-final, we thought he might not be able to continue. Came up for the second half and finished that game. Scored as well to go with his earlier assist. And there would have been some concern about whether he would have been ready for this encounter, but absolutely none now. Ball given away. Byam having to clean up at the back for Kingston College.
That was one of those lapses we spoke about as well. Luckily for them, they were able to clean it up. Just need to be careful of that, KC.
78% possession for Clarendon College in the first 20 minutes of this encounter. But it's Kingston College with the lead by a goal to nil. Douglas. In the quarter-final round against Mona last week. Back to McNeil. Hodges. Ball taken away from him. This could be danger. Clarendon College escaping.
They're always patient, Clarendon College. Although I do think it's when they up the tempo that they really become dangerous, because they have those weapons all over the park.
Yeah, they can have that sudden burst.
This surface also suits their style of play as well. Very even surface here at the National Stadium. So that quick passing and short passing game that they love to play is very possible here. Green. Games they have played, 18 games they have scored in.
Marquis Reed now over on the right.
And in 16 of those 18 games, Ricardo, they have scored more than one goal.
Here is Richards again. His sheer speed and skill takes him inside the box. You decide which is better, the first or second. Proper delight inside the National Stadium. Deshaun Richards is single-handedly tearing Clarendon College apart. And Kingston College are 2 goals clear on the sheer brilliance of that man.
Well, Deshaun Richards has certainly come to the party today. He is out to prove a point, out of the Manning Cup, and he's certainly deep into the Champions Cup. Look at that pace and skill by Richards, and still the composure to put the final touch on a remarkable move. As he gets into the box here, just rolls it around the defender, and then the presence of mind to toe poke it between the goalkeeper's legs, Daniels. Yeah, that is a top play, and as you said, Ricardo, pick your favorite. 2 of the best we've seen this season, or the 2 best.
What a player. What a player.
And he's down. 27 goals on the Schoolboy season. It's been a while since we've seen 30.
Yeah, don't forget his 18 assists, 45 direct goal involvements for Richards. But how much longer will he be able to continue? Told you about the left knee issue that he had from the semi-final of the Manning Cup on Tuesday. We thought then that he might not be able to finish that game. He did finished it in style, scored in the 90th minute to get Kingston College within 1. Could have also scored before that because his header was actually essentially cleared by Tayshaun Mattis, who, had he not touched it in trying to flick it on, it would have gone in.
Yeah. In the unusual game where he whispers, Casey certainly struggled, and that has been very obvious.
Green floats this one inside the box. The attempted clearance will result in a corner kick for Clarendon College.
When he's in the mood, very few can stop him. And certainly when he gets in those isolated positions where he's allowed to run at you and he has a one-on-one opportunity, not many can stop him. What teams have done have tried to deny him space and double team him. There has been some success, and what he does in those situations is tries to provide for others. But yeah,
corner kick floated in, headed away. Great pass out to Johnson, who was looking for Richards, can't find him on that occasion. What is impressive about this tonight is that he's doing it against one of the best teams in all of schoolboy football.
For sure. In fact, on all accords, it's been the best team we've seen in the land this season. If you think about their performance against even Mona, that was probably the best display of football we've seen by one of the schoolboy teams this season. That 3-1 victory in the quarterfinals. Didn't quite meet those heights in the semi-finals of the Costa Cup, even though they got by, credit to Mannings as well. but I certainly agree with you, Ricardo. These players on the Clarendon College team are some of the best in the land. And Dejon Richards has totally destroyed them in these first 27 minutes. And he just looks like he's in the mood. When you look at his face today, he doesn't have that nonchalant attitude, almost don't care attitude. He's very engaged. He wants to be on the ball. He's taking throws himself. His energy levels and work ethic today is of another level, and that is why he's producing these kind of moments.
He's doing what the very best players do.
Rise to the occasion.
They take control when the moment requires it. Free kick coming up for Kingston College. They hunt a third. Lenny Hyde, shell-shocked. But everyone inside the National Stadium has witnessed something special tonight, and we're still within the first 30 minutes. We've seen many talented players in this competition, Chris Taylor.
For sure, and that's why I'm not sure if shell-shocked is what Lenny Hyde is. I don't think there was any doubt about Dejon Richards' quality. He's probably just a little bit upset that it's happening to him.
Free kick for Kingston College. Header is off the mark, coming from Johnson.
I don't think any of what Dejon Richards is doing here, I mean, you might be in awe just at the fact of how he's executed it, but you know that he has this ability, this kind of talent. I think Lenny Hyde would probably be thinking, okay, Richards is able to do that. What can we do to get back into this match, or to try and put him off of his game? Will we be able to take the chances when we get them? I think they will still get the chances.
St Andrew Technical did a fine job on Richards in the Manning Cup semi-final.
And he still scored and assisted.
Yeah. But you really have to give St Andrew Technical credit for keeping him out of that game quite a lot. Clarendon College have not been able to do that so far tonight. But every time he popped up, even in that St Andrew Technical game, he looked a danger.
But what Clarendon College haven't been able to do is to penetrate the 18-yard area of KC enough. So he scored and assisted in that game, in which case he scored 2 goals. But St Andrew Technical were scoring at the other end. They were creating chances for themselves. And that is what Clarendon need to do. Okay, Dejon Richards is going to score against us, but what are we doing to get into that area? We have 70-odd% possession. What have we done with it? And that's where Lenny Hyde's issues will lie.
Marquis Reed just ran right into traffic. Mattis lost possession. Douglas goes forward, tries to create space for himself. Was never forthcoming, finally made the pass. It's a good cross coming in. Douglas trying to backheel, and the shot from Graham blocked. But they had the opportunities there to at least test goalkeeper Malik Williams.
Yeah, it was a good ball into the area. Good work on the right hand side by that man Jones again. Their number 4. And just couldn't sort out his feet. Who was that at the edge of the box? It was Christoph Graham again, who's gotten into the area on a couple of occasions and just couldn't get his feet right. Again, that's an opportunity inside the area. A good ball by Jones at the penalty spot. If your feet are ready and you kick that one time, you're in business. Kima Jones, I really enjoy him. He's one of the best, if not the best right back I've seen in the Schoolboy season.
2 goals to his credit, Chris, but more importantly for me, 10 assists.
10 assists. It's just the impact of his game. He's a willing man down the flanks. Loves to overlap. His energy is great. He's a good passer of the ball. Links up well. He can play inverted. He can go extra wide to give the width.
They'll need all of that tonight to get back into this semi-final. Jamaica College already through to the final. 5-4 in penalties over St Andrew Technical. That was a taste of the Manning Cup final.
do produce good wing backs. I remember last year they had a player, Timar Dunn, their left back, wearing a number 9. Versatile player, could play in many positions, but he was a very exciting left back, goal scoring left back as well.
QP. Green. The man who occupies the left back position for Clarendon College now, Atiba Green.
Yes. Doesn't
Jones.
overlap as much as Jones. Tends to sit a lot more. Not as good a distributor is Green.
Hodges. And a corner kick coming up for Clarendon College as Barrett poked it behind.
Something like this now, you just want a goal back before the end of the half, just to say, here what, yeah, you've scored those 2 wonder goals, but I'm still here.
The delivery solid, headed away though. Chipped back inside the area, headed away by Sau. Comes out to Richards. Picked up by Jones. Oleza loved the ball forward, but the flag is up offside.
Good attempt. Haven't seen enough of Kahim Dixon. Yeah, nice camera shot there. Certainly offside. Didn't hold his run long enough.
And it's not just in this game for me, Chris. I remember last season, Kahim Dixon came to the party in the latter stages of the competitions, the Champions Cup specifically. I think scored in all 3 rounds, definitely the semi-final and final.
But he scored in the Costa Cup semi-finals. I think that's a part of his game he has improved. He was very busy in the semi-finals against Mannings and then eventually got the goal. But I thought he was one of those players that you could see him, he was present. He's been very quiet today, and that works for KC, I can tell you, because he's very good on the ball and runs the lines well, Dixon. But as I said, maybe the players on the park just a little bit shocked, shell-shocked, the players, from the performance of Richards, those 2 moments.
35th minute of this semi-final. Kingston College leading Clarendon College by 2-0. Jamaica College already into the Champions Cup final. Devontae Hodges on the football for Clarendon College.
Not a bad idea. This time Jones was a little bit slow to it. Not often you can say that about Jones. Hodges with a backheaded. You would have nightmares about those kind of issues. It was his mistake that costed them the goal against Mannings. And a top strike it was by Porter. He was trying a fancy turn instead of just heading it back to his goalkeeper. And he paid the price.
Yeah, devastating end to the Da Costa Cup for the Manning School finalists last season. Would have come into this campaign with a lot of hope. Neutrals would have been quite disappointed that that's how the semi-finals ended up, with Clarendon College having to play the Manning School.
And 3 defeats in a row for Mannings.
Yeah.
They lost 2-1 to Manchester the last game of the quarterfinals. They lost the semi-final and they lost their first match in the Champions Cup. In fact, they were demolished by JC 4-0.
Yeah, difficult end to the campaign for them.
Yeah. I thought they competed very well against Clarendon College, and think about it, Clarendon College would have been riding high after that 3-1 win against Mona, who are one of the best teams we've seen. And yeah,
Douglas was trying to break free.
Didn't have the help though. Is on for KC.
Shakes for Richards. a yellow card coming up.
Koopy.
For Tion Koopy.
Here, they're not going to allow him to go on one of those Maradona runs again. I actually thought it was good for Clarendon College when I saw him drift onto the left-hand side. I think he would be less effective on those runs because then you would have to cut in onto the right foot. Not that he can't use it, but not as potent. Versus when he drifts onto this right-hand side, he can always go in onto the left, and then they're in real problems.
Looking for Cooper, does pick out Cooper. Comes face to face with Reese. Dismisses Reese. Gets in a good cross. Was looking for Dixon. Did get the final touch, Dixon, but unable to turn it goalwards.
Yeah, always difficult under pressure from Byam. Byam did well. Didn't allow him to be able to flick that towards goal. Look at how Byam closed the space there. So Dixon couldn't open his body to place it into the far corner. He could only go for a flick. And he didn't get it right because he was under so much pressure.
Has been outstanding, I think, for Kingston College in that centre-back role, the captain, Blaine Byam.
Remember in the first couple of minutes, Christoph Graham got a chance on the line there to tap in, and it was Byam who was back there clearing and saving his goalkeeper's blushes.
Yeah. Outstanding field athlete, especially in the high jump for Kingston College as well.
Certainly has a height, eh?
Yeah. Marquise Reed. Jones.
Again, we're waiting to see the kind of performance from Reed that we saw in the quarterfinals of the Champions Cup.
Jones with a cross. Right at Malik Williams.
So far, definitely a solid performance all round by KC. Defensively, they have been awake.
Hodges sends it forward. Green.
And it's the focus that Raymond Watson will be asking his team for in these areas.
Douglas couldn't hold possession. Throw coming up for KC. Just couldn't allow Richards a chance to get onto that one.
Not at all. Still surprised that they haven't decided to pay him more attention. They're still allowing him to get the ball in those pockets. That would mean that more trouble is brewing for them.
Edwards.
You've got to force another player to score. Allow another player to hurt you, but you have to contain Richards at this point. Going down 3 goals would be devastating. I think that would be the end of it for them.
For the first minute of this semi-final, Kingston College still leading Clarendon College by 2 goals to 0. Dejon Whisper Richards with both goals and the 2 stunning goals as well. 14th and 23rd minutes is on a yellow card as well. But he's been the difference. Atiba Green picks the ball up for Clarendon College. They would love to get a goal back before the half-time break. Graham spreads it over onto the right. Says Malachi Douglas. The cross is headed away by Sau. And now Kingston College will try and catch them on the counter once more. Hodges steps in to clean up. Now Cooper slips the ball forward, is looking for Marquise Reed.
Yeah, but Reed pointed to where he was running and he played it behind him. Had to play it straight down the channel. play by Cooper. They're not making it difficult enough for KC. Look at how much space he has here, Ricardo. That's problematic.
Back for QP. Hodges for Green. Green. Hodges for Jones, sorry. Hodges again. Jones. Barrett. Gives up the throw. Reed chips it inside the area, easily headed away. That drive is well over the top from Malachi Douglas, the Clarendon College captain.
And those are the positions where they're missing Christopher Hull. Word coming in from the sideline is that he's carrying a slight injury, Christopher Hull. That's very unfortunate for them because he's very good in those wide areas. Strong touch, skillful left foot.
Links up really well with Malachi Douglas. They have great chemistry.
And he comes onto the same flank where Jones operates from as well. So he's able to come in and allow Jones to get the wide areas. And then he's dangerous as a scorer as well. So you don't just allow him to cut in. They're definitely missing him.
Johnson loses out.
Cooper doesn't add the same level of quality. This is Cooper here. Or should I say the same level of danger.
Graham lays it forward, was looking for Dixon. Approaching half-time in this semi-final. And it's been all Dejon Richards. There is Christopher Hull. Center of the three boys you're seeing on screen. McNeil. Hodges. Hopeful ball forward. And it will trickle away for a Kingston College goal kick. Edwards down. Minutes of time added on at the end of this first half. Kingston College utterly disappointed to be knocked out of the Manning Cup on Tuesday, losing 3-2 to St Andrew Technical. But haven't they come out firing tonight? Hasn't Dejon Richards come out firing? Two magnificent goals, giving Kingston College the lead. Reese into the center of the park. Shakes loses out. Marquis Reed for Graham. Graham goes down. Nothing unfair about it, says the referee. Offside the call. Clarendon College, the Champions Cup defending champions, beat Dintil in last year's final, beat Kingston College at the semi-final stage by 2-0 and secured their first Champions Cup crown. And they're trying to become the first team to successfully defend the title. Kingston College, the only team to have won multiple Champions Cup crowns. And they're on their way to the final, where they will be seeking a third.
2017 and 2019, their two titles.
Of course, this competition started as the Super Cup back in 2014, won for the first time by Jamaica College in a highly electric final against Holy Trinity at Sabina Park. Emotional as well for the Holy Trinity fraternity in that season.
Devon Anderson was in charge of that unit at Holy Trinity.
Less than a minute to play in this first half.
I think almost every season we cover schoolboy football, there's that special moment or that incident, whether it be being sad at the time or something that you always remember it by, obviously. That year it was a cancer patient at Holy Trinity. But always these touching moments. We think back to Dominic James as well, that year with St. George's. Omar Ling last year.
That's half time. A half that belonged to John Richards. The Whispering Wonder, the Kingston College number 10, the best player in schoolboy football this season, and the difference maker in this semi-final. Kingston College, too clear against the defending champions, Clarendon College. Clarendon College had their opportunities in front of goal early, and they were unable to take them. And the teacher will have a lot to discuss at the halftime break. They go to their dressing rooms with Kingston College leading Clarendon College by 2-0.
This broadcast is brought to you by Digicel, better together. KFC, it's finger licking good. True Shake, shake and go with True Shake. Water, land of good and water. And Connex.
What does freedom look like? It's being on the open road, exploring alone or with each other. Go anywhere and everywhere. Discover new paths or rediscover old ones. Why wait? Hit the road. Be free-spirited again. Book with Island Car Rentals. Enjoy the thrill that freedom brings.
Digicel Prime Broadband bundles give you more data. Share memories. And it's the season of giving. Enjoy enough pickings this Christmas with a chance to pick and win your share of over 16 million in cash and prizes. Plus, get 25% off a 7 or 28-day Prime Router bundle in the My Digicel app today. Enter to pick and win with Digicel this Christmas.
Here at the National Stadium, Champions Cup action. ISSA Schoolboy football, and Kingston College, they are leading Clarendon College after 45 minutes by 2-0. ISSA Schoolboy football powered by Digicel. These are the first half highlights. KC in their usual purple and white, Clarendon College in their yellow and blue. They were on the front foot early. Christoph Graham into the box and laying by on the captain of KC in the right place at the right time. Then DeJean Whisper Richards, look at this wonder run by him. Change of pace onto the left foot. You always knew he was going there. Close ball skill and a rocket of a shot into the far corner. No chance for goalkeeper Daniels. Richards 26 on the season. KC 1-0 up after 14 minutes. That at the time was the best goal of the season. Then after 23 minutes, this happened. Richards pulling right again in his own half. Look at that change of pace. They're looking for him to cut in. No, he gives them the roly-poly, and then through the legs of Daniels, throws over it just to keep the ball. Great close ball control. Very instinctive finish, composed at the end as well. Through the legs of Daniels, 2-0 after 23. It's the DeJean Richards show. Clarendon College, they have scored in every game so far this season. They continue to come forward. Carlos Cooper, who got a starting position because of Christopher Hull, who was out with injury, gets into the box, looks to provide for Kaheem Dixon, and they can't get it done. Clarendon College draw a blank after 45 minutes. They had 4 attempts, nothing on target. Can you believe it? 3 on target from 4 attempts for KC, 2 wonder strikes from DeJean Richards, 5 fouls. There have been a yellow card each, 3 offsides for Clarendon in their attempt to get back into this one. They have had all the corners and their goalkeepers made 1 save. They have a whopping 73% of the possession, but they haven't been able to make it count. It's KC and DeJean Richards who lead after 45 minutes. They look to get into the final to join Jamaica College. After 45, it's KC 2, Clarendon College 0. We go to the water break from the stands with Janae, who is with the fans.
And I'm in the stands with the fans. Kingston College is now leading 2 goals to 0. Tell me how you're feeling about the match so far.
I'm definitely feeling well. Kingston College was weathering a storm in the first half. Clarendon College came out and was playing ball, knocking the ball nice. But Kingston College got the goal and set it out proceedings.
Well, you guys are not in the Manning Cup finals, but you're here in the Champions Cup. You think that you guys can win this title?
We are going to win this title. We need the money. We need $1 million. And I also want to big up Rashani Kennedy, number 13. Excellent football. Big up Whisper. One college. I love KC. We love KC. We all love KC.
Well, I'm here with DeJean Whisper's mommy. Anything you want to say to your son?
One whisper all the way.
Well, what do you think the scoreline is going to be at the end of today's game?
I think it will be 4-0.
Well, let's say 4-0. It's exciting here at National Stadium, and we'll be back right after the break.
Jamaica, our land of good and water. How far we've come. What a mighty little island we are. We begin everything we do. Music, culture, sports, food. And just like the sun and everything that shines beneath it, our future looking bright. The youths have big shoes to fill, and water with every sip will contribute to education. After all, it takes a village to raise a child. And together, We are what make Jamaica the land of good and water.
Digicel Prime Brata bundles give you more data. Share memories. And it's the season of giving. Enjoy enough pickings this Christmas with a chance to pick and win your share of over 16 million in cash and prizes. Plus, get 25% off a 7 or 28-day Prime Brata bundle in the My Digicel app today. Enter to pick and win with Digicel this Christmas.
KFC, we still a do it big, big, big. KFC. Work hard every day with determination. Anything you set your mind to, you do it big. No underestimate your potential. You a real big deal and you must win.
SBICE in your area. KFC with the taste and the flavor. We a big deal, so that we are harder. We do big things, we no follow.
We still a do it big.
KFC big deal, because big dreamers need a big deal.
Big, big.
On the go, grab your fave True Shake, packed with 9 grams protein, 30% calcium required per day, 24 key vitamins and minerals, 3 great flavors, vanilla, peanut, and butter pecan.
Try a True Shake. It's really good.
Quick and convenient meal replacement. Shake and go with True Shake.
Plug into Plus. With Digicel Plus, you get simply more speed to enjoy super fast fiber internet, more features that put you in control, more reliability to surf, stream, and share with no interruptions. Plus, more power with a better Wi-Fi connection in every room to connect all your devices to your smart home. Plug into Plus, the home fiber network that gives you more. Digicel Plus. Sign up today.
What does freedom look like? It's being on the open road, exploring alone or with each other. Go anywhere and everywhere. Discover new paths or rediscover old ones. Why wait? Hit the road. Be free-spirited again. Book with Island Car Rentals. Enjoy the thrill that freedom brings.
Watch your grape escape. Water. Why wait? Hydrate, add flavor with a touch of grape. Give it a taste. Water. And when you go on a base, get your water quick now.
This new?
Yeah, grape. Service, give me a grape. Water. We're thirsty. Matter of fact, give me a lace. Matter of fact, no time for waste. Give me a case. Grape water for fill up a lake. Ready my shake for this. Get the brand new, great tasting, refreshing grape water from Water. Great for the whole family. Grape escape. Water.
Connect Services is here to solve the connectivity problems of the modern world. Our services are broad-based, solar installation, structured networking, smart building solutions, 24-hour IT technical support services, and more. But they all come with the same promise of quality and professionalism. Contact us today.
On the go, grab your fave True Shake, packed with 9 grams protein, 30% calcium required per day, 24 key vitamins and minerals, 3 great flavors, vanilla, peanut, and butter pecan.
Try a True Shake. It's really good.
Quick and convenient meal replacement. Shake and go with True Shake.
KFC, we still a do it big, big, big. KFC. Work hard every day with determination. Anything you set your mind to, you do it big. No underestimate your potential. You a real big deal and you must win.
SBICE in your area. KFC with the taste and the flavor. We a big deal, so that we are harder. We do big things, we no follow.
We still a do it big.
KFC big deal, because big dreamers need a big deal.
your fave True Shake, packed with 9 grams protein, 30% calcium required per day, 24 key vitamins and minerals, 3 great flavors, vanilla, peanut, and butter pecan.
Try a True Shake. It's really good.
Quick and convenient meal replacement. Shake and go with True Shake.
KFC, we still I do it big, big, big. KFC. Work hard every day with determination. Anything you set your mind to, you do it big. No underestimate your potential. You are a real big deal and you must win.
SBICE in your area. KFC with the taste and the flavor. We are big deals, so adapt to your order. We do big things, we no follow.
We still I do it big.
KFC big deal, because big dreamers need a big deal.
Jamaica, our land of good and water. How far we've come. What a mighty little island we are. We begin everything we do. Music, culture, sports, food. And just like the sun and everything that shines beneath it, our future looking bright. The youths have big shoes to fill. And water, with every sip, will contribute to education. After all, it takes a village to raise a child. And together, we are what make Jamaica the land of good and water.
This broadcast is brought to you by Digicel, better together. KFC, it's finger licking good. True Shake, shake and go with True Shake. Water, land of good and water. And Connex.
We're hoping to get a goal early in the second half. Dejon Richards ripping them apart in the first. Scoring both goals. 14th and 23rd minutes. Can the defending champions rally in the final 45 minutes? Corner kick floated in, too high, too long. Douglas slid that one through, looking for Dixon. Too heavy the pass. Hodges. His pass cut out. Shawnee Kennedy, 6 goals to his credit this season.
Things they're going to have to do, Ricardo, Clarendon College, is they're going to have to play with a higher tempo, especially when they're looking to go forward. It doesn't make sense having 73% of the possession and KC have all the players behind the ball to easily sniff out their attacks.
Graham does well to win it. What can they make of this Clarendon College? Jones. Hodges. Looking for Marquise Reed. Cooper trying to keep it alive. Richards gets involved for Kingston College. Clarendon College escaping with it.
Have to move the ball quickly between the lines. Yeah, KC have a lot of players back now.
This time the pass picks up Reed. Gets the free kick. Reese committing the infringement. The 9th minute free kick coming up for Clarendon College, trailing 2-0. Reese and Mattis building the two-man wall. Free kick swung in, produces a save from Malik Williams.
Thought he would have caught it at first, Williams, but decided to push it over the bar. Probably came at a reasonably comfortable height, but taking no chances. Keema Jones again with that delivery from the wide area. One thing has been noticeable about this fixture over the years, though, whichever team has taken the lead, the other has never scored. That's something that has been consistent, which doesn't work for Clarendon. Although, as I said, all season, the Clarendon haven't gone a game without scoring. But it's who scores first wins in this matchup. As I said, it only contains 3 matches over recent times.
It's the type of history that Lenny Hind will not be thinking too much about right now. It's going to be all about how they can open this Kingston College defense. This is Akina Jones.
So funny how one player can make such a big difference, but when you mention opening up, that's a kind of skill factor, skill level that Christopher Hull has. He is dynamic from the wide areas.
Richards wins it for Kingston College. Deshaun Richards is on his way, whispering wonder. No need for Kingston College to wonder. They're on their way to the Champions Cup final. And Deshaun Richards with one of the great Champions Cup performances. A real champion. A super hat-trick. And Kingston College lead the defending champions, Clarendon College, by 3-0.
Just 17 years of age, but this boy has the composure of an adult. Very well done in front of goal. Top hat-trick, and Clarendon College not learning their lessons. You just can't give this kind of skill, this kind of youngster, the amount of time and space that they've given him. And well, he keeps showing them what happens when you do that.
Showing off his full repertoire tonight.
Well, I'm not so sure it's his full repertoire. Maybe he might tell you, well, I have one to give you now with the right and one with my head.
Douglas. A lot of time to go in this semi-final, but surely there is no way back for Clarendon College. If anything, they could be looking at a rout in this semi-final. Cleans up at the back. Now Cooper. must be a delighted man tonight. After the disappointment of the Manning Cup, exiting at the semi-final stage. They've travelled all the way from Clarendon, but I say all the way, it's not that far really. They have been outplayed by one man.
This will be Kingston College's third trip to the Champions Cup final. Once they have gotten to the final, they have won. KC, JC are in their fourth. They have only won once. The initial staging of the competition.
That whereas was in 2014.
Yeah, and although JC have 2 chances to win silverware this season, this is KC's only chance. So you can imagine they'll be extra hungry. That's of course unless Lenny Hyde has something magical up his sleeve.
Hasn't seen anything like this season, Lenny Hyde. But he's been around for a long time. Surely he has before. Free kick won by Kennedy. Dejon Richards now has 28 goals in all competitions this season, plus 18 assists. Kennedy has 6.
You mentioned heavy defeats.
This time they don't allow him to venture too far forward. Adrian McNeil seeing enough of him. But they give up a free kick. Reese is there, Richards is there. Three-man wall in place. Richards back into the wall. Reese gets it, floats in a good ball, but it's well read by Daniels in goal.
You're speaking of heaviest defeats or heavy defeats, and Lenny Hyde's worst defeat as a schoolboy football coach came when he was the head coach of Kingston College. Ironically, a 7-0 whopping at St. George's College. That came back in 2014.
KC on the front foot, picks up Richards! That's the full repertoire! The right-footed finish! One time, he has 4 tonight, and so does Kingston College!
I told you I was listening to you, Ricardo. He has one with the right foot, and he's probably awaiting one with the head. Lovely finish by Dejon Richards. Excellent pass. Was that Mattis with the pass? Seems so from the left-hand side. Perfectly weighted. Yeah, it was Mattis there, number 8. Beautiful pass. The weighting was perfect. Didn't need a touch apart from the one to put it into the far corner. Excellent finish. Now look at that for a finish. It couldn't have been better. Into the far corner with his weaker right foot. 29 on the season.
This is a special performance. Dijon Richards, Whispering Wonder. Kingston College.
Raymond Watson, he's got a special present today from his number 10.
Do you think Clarendon College are shell-shocked yet?
As you said, it's been a real one-man show.
Jones.
What I don't think is that they have adjusted well to deal with him, or to at least attempt.
Yeah, they certainly haven't. A few Clarendon College spectators leaving the National Stadium. They have seen enough. Approaching 1 hour in the contest.
It's just been a wonder to me how they haven't made a tactical adjustment to try and deal with Dijon Richards. The teams that have had some success against him have looked to double team or have made sure that they have had man markers or had persons close. It's only at this point now that they are looking to get close to him. I mean, but the damage has been already done. Makes you wonder if there's a card issue with some of the Clarendon College back line, because do remember that this competition still applies to the DaCosta Cup as well. So if there are players here in card trouble, an additional card could put them out of the DaCosta Cup final, which would be a big issue as well. So you do wonder if that has something to do with the lenience that they're showing, I think, towards Richards, not to take anything away from the quality of his play.
The Kingston College coach Raymond Watson, well, let's see on display, he felt that the St. Andrew technical players were too aggressive towards Richards in the semi-final.
You don't have a choice, you just have to do that and allow the officials to do their job. I don't think that they were looking to hurt Richards, but again,
he felt that way.
Yeah, they didn't want to give him any space at all. When you have a player of that quality, you're going to have to be rough. This is a youngster who started the season this year, 16 years of age. He's now had his 17th birthday. And you must think to yourself, when some of these 19-year-olds book him, they will be thinking, I'm not going to take this from this youth. Here he goes again.
Gibbs will get his opportunity to come on tonight, but first DeAndre Gallimore replaces Atiba Green for Clarendon College. And for Kingston College, Jaheim Johnson is off, and Nashada Gibbs, a 14-goal man this season, is on the park, scored in the semi-final of the Manning Cup with a Dijon Richards assist.
That has actually been a pretty good partnership right throughout. Apart from Gibbs' 14 goals, he has 3 assists as well. Not as good a creator, but certainly for KC this season, he's been a good finisher. He's getting in there. pushing battle. It's a battle they have already won, Kingston College.
Corner kick. Jones! Dixon with the finish! And it's sublime! We've seen some fabulous goals tonight! And this one is right up there! Clarendon College get one back! 4-1, Kingston College in front!
Well, as we said, Clarendon College have scored in every game and they have continued that feat every game this season. And no surprise that their top marksman is amongst the goals yet again, Kaheem Dixon. We think it's beyond them in terms of what needs to be done. But yeah, 15 on the season for Dixon, and that is Okima Jones' 11th assist. A great delivery from the corner flag.
Well, clearly this man has been watching Richarlison at the World Cup.
The goals today have been of the highest quality.
You don't get them much better than what we've seen tonight. Richards. Mattis. Showing some strength, Mattis, but Graham eventually wins it. Reed slips it forward. Puts the ball to Clarendon College play now. Good defensive work from Samuel Shakes.
Still too slow though, Ricardo. When they get to that 18-yard area, they slow down the tempo of the game, and that doesn't work for them. Doesn't work. They need to move that ball quickly. Don't allow the Kingston College defense line to reset.
Daniel Clark replaces Carlos Cooper. Just one goal this season for Daniel Clark.
And it's quite obvious that the injury to Christopher Hull is not something that Lenny Hyde with this scoreline is willing to risk, because he would have been on already. So it's either too much or not something that he's willing to risk. He wants to give him the full chance to recover for the Costa Cup final. They will need him.
KC might not be done yet. Picks on Gibbs. The cross inside. Cut out by Hodges. Sixth to 7th minute of this encounter. Reese does well. Graham, shot blocked. Dixon, shot blocked. Mattis, Richards, McNeil for company. Tempted cross block. Corner kick coming up for KC.
It's about the fourth time we've seen Christoph Graham though in a wonderful area inside the KC box, and he just hasn't sorted out his feet well at all. That was a big chance missed, and it could have been Clarendon getting back 2 goals within 5 minutes and really putting pressure on this KC line. Instead, KC escape again.
Corner kick coming up for Kingston College. Goalkeeper doesn't claim, did get a hand to it, so another corner kick to follow. 6th to 9th minute of this encounter. KC leading by 4 goals to 1. You get the feeling that at this stage it's beyond Clarendon College, but they're not giving up. Second corner kick of the contest for Kingston College. Whipped in by Ashani Kennedy, right at Romeo Daniels.
If they're to get one right now, for example, with still 20 minutes plus stoppages to go, they could at least make it exciting coming down to the wire. Would put a bit of nerves back in the camp of KC.
Roger Taylor getting ready to come on, a national youth player, and he replaces Tayshawn Mattis in the 70th minute. Dixon flicks it on. Reed. Hodges. Akima Jones. Out wide for Daniel Clark. Clark is hounded by Ashani Kennedy, and the substitute wins the free kick for Clarendon College.
Can Jones produce something of quality from the dead ball again?
Jones floats this one in. It's well floated in as well. So gets the clearance away. Lovely ball over the top. Dealt with by the Clarendon College defence. Dealt with by Akima Jones. This one has not been close, thanks to a 4-goal performance from DeJohn Whisper Richards. Daniel Clark. Akima Jones. Not a slow, methodical build-up for Clarendon College, but it hasn't worked tonight. This one slipped through. Reed. Doesn't get the corner. Saul wins that battle for KC. Kennedy lifts it out wide for Richards. McNeil there to put it into touch for a throw. 73rd minute of this Champions Cup semi-final. 4 goals for DeJohn Richards, 4 goals for Kingston College. Kaheem Dixon getting one back for Clarendon College. And we still have 17 minutes plus added time to play. Clarendon College wins it. Has been a terrific response by Kingston College for exiting the Manning Cup. It's been a terrific response from Dejon Richards.
I guess you'd have to say his performances were never really in doubt. Because even though KC lost, he had performed. If you notice in this second half though, there's been especially in the last 15-20 minutes, there's a much stronger attempt to close him down, to put somebody actually man marking him, which is McNeil. Who is McNeil? Yeah.
Daniel Clark trying his luck from distance.
There's McNeil following him around. Maybe they should have done that from the first half.
Yeah, it took them a while, didn't it?
It took them 4 goals.
Even when you do that, there's no guarantee you'll keep him at bay, so imagine when you don't. Another free kick coming up. And Daniel Parchment having a word with Theon QP. That range, you know.
Yeah. I'm actually not happy when he does. I haven't really seen him produce anything special from there. And I actually think no imagination goes into his kicks when he goes there. He just swings his foot. And more times than not, it's quite poor.
Akima Jones, nothing poor about his deliveries.
I think he puts a lot more thought in his. I mean, I guess at this point, Dejon with 4 goals already, probably saying, well, let's try add to the spectacular, but obviously better serve from that range, putting the ball into the box for teammates.
Daniel Clark. Oh, does well to maintain possession! Oh my word! What a night we're having inside the National Stadium! Another goal of the highest quality. And this time, it's Daniel Clark, the substitute, with only his 2nd of the season. Clarendon College's 2nd tonight. And maybe, just maybe, they're not out of it yet.
Well, from start to finish, Daniel Clark worked really hard for that. Really good work ethic. And what a talented left foot he has as well. Beaten for pace. In between the sticks. And yeah, Malik Williams, no chance. What a strike by the substitute.
There's something in the air. There is definitely something in the air. And Clarendon College may be feeling it as well.
He actually wrestled that ball away from some 4 defenders in the end. Should have lost it. Did lose it a couple times and worked really hard to get it back, Clark. And And well, there was nothing fortuitous about his finish. It was a finish of quality. Just the pace of it beating Williams. You can imagine now if Christoph Graham had found a way to score that chance in the 67th minute inside the box. Now with this strike it would have been 4-3 with about 12 to 15 minutes to go. Maybe now, unless you're to get another one right away, it still looks a little bit too late. But they're at least making Casey a little nervous.
When the top 10 goals of the season are decided, this match I think will feature heavily on that list.
I think 3 of them for sure.
Yeah,
will be in the top 10.
Without a doubt.
Certainly the first 2 by Dejon Richards and the one by Kaheem Dixon for sure, those 3. The others might be debatable. They were very good finishes, but we've also seen other very good finishes as well this season. But those 3 have been from the top draw.
Clarendon College fans trying to spur them on in the final 12 minutes, plus whatever is to be added on at the end of this enthralling Champions Cup semi-final.
We might even see higher than the top draw. Chandelier stuff.
We've not seen so many goals in a fixture between Kingston College and Clarendon College.
For sure.
First 2 meetings, 1-0 results last season, a 2-0 result for Clarendon College. Today,
6 goals. And as I said, the custom was that once one team scores, the other draws a blank.
Not tonight.
They have changed history.
Malachi Douglas in possession.
Rewritten the history.
Kingston College with numbers behind the ball now. They want to protect this 2-goal advantage. QP calling for it, decides against going for him, goes forward instead. Now Theon QP gets involved. The Clarendon College number 16. Dixon. Douglas. Hodges just gives the ball away to Richards, was calling for the handball, not going to get it. Richards is on his way, Richards breaks free, Richards inside the box! And almost shockingly, Richards doesn't finish with a goal.
Well, that's because Hodges got in with a tackle. Richards delayed the finish too long and allowed Hodges to get back. And maybe retribution. I think handball should have been called on Richards. He certainly missed that handball. And yeah, I think rightfully so, the finish didn't come off.
Douglas, 82nd minute, what a semi-final. Douglas on it again.
Offside, it's got to be offside there.
Flag up.
Yeah, referee Parchment. What a critical miss, because when he didn't call that, it was very obvious to me that Richards was going to be away. They couldn't stop him based on his pace. But just as he got in front of the keeper, he waited. Yeah, clear offside. 3-4 yards offside. And allowed Hodges to give him credit to get back and make a tackle. Look at it here. Touches his hand there, which helps to bring it down. Unless Parchment's point of view is that, well, it was off the thigh onto the hand, but you see Hodges getting back with a very important challenge there. Maybe Richards trying to be a little too cute anyhow.
Well, with the night he's had, Marquis Reed trying to turn on the Styles.
What is it being called back for now? Throw it from the wrong position.
Substitution being made by Kingston College. Nasharda Gibbs is off and Romario Campbell comes on. Chris?
Well, don't know what to say.
Yeah, came on.
Injured, maybe. Picked up a knock.
Yeah, did come on as a 64th minute substitute, Gibbs.
15 minutes of glory.
Oh, there was no glory. Just 15 minutes.
Must have picked up a knock or so. Oh, that's a poor pass. Right now from the wide area, I would be looking to give Okimo Jones a lot of the ball and ask him to put some balls into the box.
Yeah, so injury for Gibbs confirmed by our producers.
Kaheem Dixon, he's way out of position. He's coming so deep. He needs to get himself into the box, Kaheem Dixon. What is he doing in the center circle? So now the ball is put in and your most potent striker is not in the 18-yard area.
Reed. Kingston College clearing at every opportunity. They are about to make another substitution. Demaria Dawkins will be coming on as they look to shore up the back line.
Yeah, taking off the midfielder in Edwards of the Darnell variety. Maybe a little bit too late now for Clarendon College.
Maybe. That won't do it. Six-goal thriller, but it hasn't been close. At least not yet. It was 4-0 before Clarendon College pulled two back. Throw coming up for Kingston College. Deep into enemy territory. And it will be yellow to Devontae Hodges. Kimani Reese down and in pain.
Yeah, that was a very wild challenge from Hodges. And maybe he's lucky he's not red carded for that kind of challenge. Look at this, he had no intention to play the ball. That's a horrible challenge. That was looking to take out the player. And maybe I disagree with Parchment showing the yellow. The foot was high, up at the torso. Anyhow.
The SportsMax app moment brought to you by the SportsMax app. We've had some great SportsMax app moments this campaign, but I don't think any is as good as this one. Deshaun Richards with speed, skill, and a ferocious left-footed finish. The opening goal of the contest, and what a goal it was. For me, the goal of the season. And although we've seen some other stunning strikes tonight, that one stands out and is the SportsMax at moment. Free kick coming up for Kingston College. 89th minute of this semi-final. Right hand, Romeo Daniels. Remember, Jamaica College already into the championship match. Last season, it was two Da Costa Cup teams. Clarendon College beating Dintil in the final. This season, it looks as if it will be two Manning Cup teams as Barrett backs the ball away.
Do remember, it's only twice the rural area teams have won this competition. This is the 9th year of it. 6 out of 8 has belonged to urban, and last year the only time we've seen two rural teams in the final. I guess the urban would say that this is back to regular programming. Even though I think since the competition started in 2014, the gap has closed. The competition has been a lot better between urban and rural, for sure. Clarendon College, one of the main rural area teams, consistently battling with the best of the urban area, even though they've only won it once. Them once, Cornwall College once as well. So you see games being played. Dujon Richards is on a yellow card, so he needs to be careful as well. Yeah. Another yellow, he's off, and then he's out of the final. They can't afford that, KC, because, well, I can tell you, no Dujon Richards, and that changes their percentages heavily. Richards. Oh, that's a lovely cross. Here's the chance. Held on the second attempt by Daniels. We're into 6 minutes of time added. Not sure where Clark was running to. Kennedy, skipping away from several challenges, drags it across goal. There was his previous opportunity, Kennedy, the 6th goal man this campaign. Couldn't get by Romeo Daniels. Make the final moments interesting. Akima Jones. Dixon already has one goal. Dixon inside the box. And a corner kick coming up for Clarendon College in the 93rd minute.
kick for Clarendon College, whipped in by Jones. The header is well off the mark from Christoph Graham. Took a deflection though, and they'll get another bite at the cherry. Not a lot of time for Clarendon College to create this miracle. Jones whips it in again. The header is blocked. Marquis Reed thought he had the throw. Reese takes it quick to for Kingston College. Clarendon College regain possession. Throw coming up for KC though. We're into the 4th minute of 6 added on at the end of this one. Jones slips that one forward. Floated inside the box. Shakes trying to clear for KC, picked up by Douglas for Clarendon College. CC on the front foot. The cross blocked and then banged away. Flag up. But I don't think if there has been a more consistent player of the match this Schoolboy football campaign. Pretty much every match he's played on television, he's been player of the match. And Dejon Richards, and tonight will be no different unless something magical happens in the final minute.
Nothing magical can happen that would dethrone him from that title tonight, for sure.
Dixon scored a special goal of his own.
That will be noted.
Richards with the cross, and it was a fabulous one as well. But Romario Campbell couldn't get onto the end of it.
Maybe they needed about 3 inches more of height, and he would have gotten there. Lovely pass though.
Seconds remaining in this semi-final. KC scrambling at the back, and the clearance is made. Jones, Marquis Reed falls safely for Malik Williams in the Kingston College goal, and that should be that. 6 minutes of added time have elapsed. There is a player down, and Daniel Parchment will ensure that he gets the attention required. I'm surprised he didn't just end the game. But the KC cheers going up. A special night for them. Given to them by a special player. KC trying to finish this off in style. We're into time added on to added time. 6 minutes originally added on. We're in the 98th. Free kick coming up for Clarendon College, and a yellow card is going to come out for Ashani Kennedy.
Based on Kennedy's reaction, I'm wondering if Kennedy was in card trouble, because Kennedy holds his head and then he's talking to himself. He might very well be out for the final. And how silly was that of him, Ashani Kennedy? Yeah, have a game won and you throw the ball away, get another yellow card and out for the final.
Free kick for Clarendon College, 99th minute now. Yet we play on. Malachi Douglas. And the attention will be paid to Adrian McNeil, who is up off the turf now.
Jones has got to put it deep into the box now and go for the goal. I don't think it will matter anyway now, but yeah, finishing style.
Yeah. It's a good ball in. The header is right at Williams. Tanian Parchment says that's it. 6 goals, and they were 6 stunning goals. But the man that really left us in awe was the Kingston College number 10. Deshaun Whisper Richards with a 4-timer, 3 with the left foot, 1 with the right. And he has left Kingston College on the right side of this result. They advance to a 3rd Champions Cup final. The defending champions have been well beaten tonight. Whisper, Whispering Wonder, North Street, Kingston College, a hero of the Purples, with another stunner of a performance. KC out of the Manning Cup, but they're into the Champions Cup final. They beat Clarendon College by 4 goals to 2. Champions Cup semi-final, Kingston College versus Clarendon College, a night of stunning goals. It was Clarendon College who got out of the blocks quickly. Christoph Graham couldn't get by Malik Williams in goal with that opportunity. Playing by him with the stop. Deshaun Richards took over the contest though. This was his opening goal, showing great speed and skill. And a fabulous left-footed strike. Goal of the season for me. His 26th of the campaign in all competitions. What a strike it was. A special goal from a special player. And he was at it again in the 23rd minute. Picking the ball up in the middle of the park once more. Using his speed to get around McNeil. Oh, and then showing exquisite skill inside the box. Great temperament and composure as well. Toe poking it between the legs of Romeo Daniels. 2-0 Kingston College. Free kick. Saved by Malik Williams in goal, then Richards, second half, breaking away once more, showing his coolness and calmness in front of goal. Hat-trick completed in the 51st minute. 28th goal of the season. That was 3-0. This would make it 4. Mattis with a fabulous cross. Tayshawn Mattis. 3 with the left. Now his 4th with the right. Completing a stunner of a performance. Jones with the corner kick. Kaheem Dixon with the Richarlison-like finish. And Clarendon College had a goal back. 4-1. They weren't done yet. Daniel Clark came on as a substitute. Showed great fight and persistence to get the ball here. And when he did on the left foot, produced another high quality goal tonight. His 2nd of the season, 2nd of the night for Clarendon College. And at that stage, they felt as if they had a fighting chance. Shawnee Kennedy had a strike at goal, held on the second time by Romeo Daniels, and there would be no further major alert. Kingston College winning it by 4-2, advancing to the final where they'll play Jamaica College. Kingston College, 12 shots, 8 of them on target. Clarendon College, 11 shots, 4 on target. 14 fouls in the contest, 8 of them called against Kingston College. 2 yellow cards apiece, thankfully no red cards. Offside calls, 4 against Clarendon College, 1 against Kingston College. 11 corners in the contest. Incidentally, 9 of them won by Clarendon College. 4 saves made by the Clarendon College goalkeeper Romeo Daniels, just 2 by Malik Williams in the Kingston College goal. And the possession, Clarendon College 72 to 28%. Kingston College though leading the most important stat, 4-2 on goals. The Water, player of the match, no doubt about it, Dejon Whisper Richards.
Thank you, Chris. I'm joined by Carisha Ferguson of True Shake. She'll be presenting the man of the match to Dejon Richards. Dejon, I'm tempted to ask you what you had for breakfast this morning, but I won't ask that. How do you put on a performance like that given that last game against Stats?
We went back to the training ground. It was a tough one, that Stats game. But it was a good game this game.
Which one of the 4 goals would you say is your favorite of the bunch?
Don't have a favorite, all of them.
Well, you are a one-man wrecking crew out there, but speak about how important your teammates are to your success.
Yes, I want to give a proud clap to my teammates, my fans, my father, and the coaches. Yes.
Well, Dejon, all the best and thank you for joining us. That was hitman, goal-scoring hitman, Dejon Whisper Richards. We'll be now joined by the coach of Clarendon College, Lenny Teacher Hyde. Your first defeat of the season, coach. It comes at the hands of Kingston College. I want to start with the performance of your boys. Sum it up for me.
Excellent performance. I think we played a very good game today. We showed some character, but when you have a player like the KC number 10, he's an excellent player. You know, it's hard to mark. So I must lift my hat to him and the Kingston College team. I think they defended well. If we had scored a goal in the first half, it would be a different kettle of fish. But he's a super player, and I wish him the best going forward. But as I said, my team played well. We stuck to our game plan. We kept possession of the ball, and we were trying to fight back, but it just didn't happen today.
In terms of a tactical perspective in neutralizing Whisper, was it more of man marking, zonally? What was it? Speak to us about that.
I didn't go in there to man mark him or neutralize him. We want to play our brand of football, but it just didn't work. We weren't covering, you know, when with the one-on-one situation. He's very fast, and he left us in the dust sometimes. So kudos to him, and an excellent player. I wish him the best going forward.
Right, and speaking about that second half in particular, you left it quite late because your team started to rage back into the game. Speak to us about that.
Yeah, we spoke to them at half-time. If we wanted to score a goal in the first 5 minutes at the start of the half, it didn't happen. It went on too long. But as we got back the goal, we start. And you know, they lose their head sometimes, get excited and think we should have calmed and keep passing the ball some more. And I think we'd create more chances, you know. But such a game, I love how my team play. And I lift my hat to the congratulations to the Kingston College team.
Thank you, coach. All the best in the Costa Cup.
Thank you.
I'm now joined by Coach Raymond Watson, the winning coach today. An absolute classic by both teams, coach. You came out on the winning end in this one. Sum up the performance by your boys.
Great game. I must say congratulations to my players, everyone. But Dejon Richards, hats off to him. He's, in my books, the best player I've ever worked with. He's a real special talent, and the accolades, I can't even I need dictionary and Google to describe him. He's just amazing. In terms of the team performance, I must say congratulations to my coaching staff. Tactical game, well planned. I must say Mr. Miller, big up yourself. Technical Director Andrew Edwards, big up yourself, because we planned this and it worked. Brilliant. Staying behind the ball, allowing Clarendon College to dictate the pace, have 90% possession. It was planned. All the way it was planned. Hey, we're going to give you the ball, but we're going to show you what counter-attack is, and it worked like a magic.
I like that you point that out, because there are a lot of critics, as it relates to your tactical prowess and how you approach games. So is this indicative of how good you are as a coach?
My body of work speaks for itself. 10 years at Kingston College, I personally think I've been associated with the most trophies as a schoolboy coach. From under 14 to under 16 to Manning Cup, I don't think anybody has summed up the amount of trophy that I have won in schoolboy football. But in terms of being a tactical genius, I don't know. I just work with my instincts, and based on the game and the players that I have, I work with that.
Well, you're through to the Champions Cup final and you face familiar opponents, Jamaica College. What are you expecting from that game?
When the time comes, but definitely we have no choice but to go out there and try to win the game. So we need a trophy in the cabinet, definitely, and whatever one comes, this is the only one on offer, so we'll take it.
Thank you, coach. All the best.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's have a look at the Champions Cup bracket then. Kingston College and Jamaica College, the teams that will battle in the final of this competition. Jamaica College getting the better of St Andrew Technical in the first semi-final, 5-4 on penalties after a 1-1 full-time scoreline, and Kingston College 4-2 over Clarendon College in the second semi-final. Let's have a look at what's coming up on the channel. ISSA Walker Cup action on SportsMax 2 semi-final. Haile Selassie taking on Wolmer's. That's Tuesday. We start at 2 p.m. 3 Eastern Caribbean time, and then Tivoli Gardens will play St George's College in the second semi-final. Then on Wednesday, Ben Francis knockout Edwin Allen, the defending champions, will face Raciz in the opening semi-final. That will start at 1 p.m. 2 Eastern Caribbean time, and that game will be followed by Glenmuir High versus York Castle. Well, that's it from the National Stadium in St Andrew, Jamaica. Clarendon College came to play their brand of football and got taught a lesson. Class is over for today, and Dejon Richards is the star pupil. 4 goals, making him too good, way too good for Clarendon College. The defending champions are out, and it's the North Street boys who are marching on to the championship match to play Jamaica College. On behalf of the entire team, we say goodbye for now.
This broadcast was brought to you by Digicel, Better Together, KFC, It's Finger Licking Good, True Shake, Shake and Go with True Shake, Water, Land of Good and Water, and Connex.
Connex Services Limited has been providing optimum support in the telecommunication and networking industry since its inception in 2003. At Connex, we have a staff complement of over 300 employees, providing employment opportunities in 5 different Caribbean countries. We provide 24 hours technical support in solar engineering, network engineering, and equipment rental. Our team of highly trained engineers are focused on building the future for you and your family.
We need to save.